Now here's just one simple cycle that we can show you that's gone on for many years. I will explain later how these cycles work, but you must have heard how the cycle goes through. After a depression, there's a recovery phase, and that's where we were when we arrived in the United Kingdom. I remember it was 1994. I could see that the economy was picking up again because it hit rock bottom in 1990 and it was going through a recovery. And so what happens in a recovery? There's more jobs. And when there's more jobs, there's declining vacancy. Like here, going into phase 2, we got onto the property ladder in phase 2 in 1996 after less than 2 years in the country, because if there's more jobs, obviously, there's going to be more demand for property, for a home to live in, and the baby boomer generation was reaching its peak back then, unlike today. And so again, there's warning signals. So we got on the property ladder, paid $130,000 for our house. We're still there, and it's worth close to $1 million. Well, in real terms, it's probably still worth the same as $130,000 back then, but that's just what's happened. And then after that, you get to oversupply. You go into phase 3. There's all this new construction, and guess if you look around today, there's all this new construction. They're building shoeboxes in the sky everywhere, and if you're a property investor, one of your property strategy is turn a house into multiple shoeboxes. And so you get an oversupply of accommodation, remembering that the current fertility rate is 1.4 babies average per couple. So the baby boomer generation, unlike in phase 2, they're starting to wind down. And where are they going to be going to? And people aren't looking at all this and said, so with the oversupply, all these properties that are on the market, all the cost of living, all the inflation, all the extra costs that are being imposed, rules and regulations. We're in phase 3, and guess what happens if we follow a cycle? Because it doesn't go up and up and up forever. So I'm looking at us somewhere in phase 3. It's not an exact science, but I'm questioning what the people are doing when I see them, because I can't really pull them apart and say that's crazy. Have you not looked at everything? I'll just keep nodding my head. But I want you to understand the reasoning and you to take on board what's palatable for you for whatever you're doing, because it comes back to what's best for you.